time for a catch up, a good old chin wag time. There we go. How's that? I'm not quite sure. I'll have to just wait and see. It's been really remiss of me because I've been forgetting to include our gents when I say hello or make an introduction. One of our ladies reminded me and I thought, oh dear, I have to. Initially, when I would check my analytics, I had 3% of my population of followers were men. Then it went down to 1%. I don't know, is that because I didn't mention them? I don't know. I really should have, but I was kind of just going with the people that were making themselves known and chatting in the comments. And now recently I had a look and I'm up to 9% of gents who are with us here now. So I want to apologise and to welcome you ever so much. There's 2 guys that I know who follow along and I follow their channels too. I want you to go and check them out because they're both lovely guys and love their knit and crochet. The first one is Gary and he is from Urban Yarn. I'll pop his name here and in the description box too if I can manage it. And then there is Chris. He is Chris Allen's Creative Loops. Gary's from Canada but originally from Australia and Chris is in the USA. So pop on over and say hi to those guys. And I encourage any other men to speak up if you want to. Get right in there. Get in amongst all us girls. Give us a run for our money. I'd love that. Make yourself known if you would like to. I'm more than happy to chat back to you too. So let's now go and have a look at our beautiful rectangle blanket. I am up to section number 8 and I'm going to have to finish there because I'm running out of yarn. This blanket has so much more life in it that it's not funny. It got away on me with size because currently it's 140 centimetres in the long and 120 centimetres wide. And I had more to go. I had more that I wanted to pop on this that I really feel it needed to be there. So anyway, I'm going to have to just rein it all in. I wanted to repeat this cluster section again after section 7, so that would have been 8. But now I need to do the finishing section as number 8 and do a tiny little edging on that as well. So it's turned out so beautifully. Never did I think this was going to happen. When you ladies said you wanted a rectangle blanket with different stitches, I thought, oh, I'll just, pick a stitch, do that. But things evolved. Things evolved, you guys. And I'm really, really happy with it. I have chosen a name for this blanket. I had originally lots of fun tongue-in-cheek names like Going Around the Bend, which are really appropriate and apt for us here. But I still kept being drawn to the elegance of the stitches that I've used. I wanted a name that started with R, so I thought Royal, but Royal was just far too formal, I think. And then 6 of you said the same word, and that was Regal. And I thought Regal explains its elegance without being too formal. So Regal it is, our Regal rectangle blanket. And I think that name suits it so very well. Thank you everyone who put in suggestions. I got a giggle out of some of them, I'll tell you what. The word regal means fit for a king, but we really don't want to be worrying about that. It also has other lovely meanings. They are stately, splendid, magnificent, or of notable excellence. So They're a little bit formal too, but you know, we'll go with Regal that matches in with elegance. That's my plan anyway. I think this year is going to be the year of the rectangle blanket for me because I already have 2 others in mind. Bloody Murphy's Law, I tell you, the minute to the second that I turned my video on, next door are pressure cleaning. So I'm using my microphone up nice and close so that you can hear me and hopefully can't hear that in the background. Bloody Murphy's Law. Now, what's that saying that we use where you have to buy more yarn without breaking your yarn band to add to other yarn so that you can complete or finish a project? If you can remember, pop it in the comments for me below because it's just left my mind for the moment and I know it's a real thing. I asked that question because, let me grab it, myself and another one of the ladies on here have this batik yarn. Now this batik is from Stylecraft. I bought it at Love Crafts. It's a double knit weight, although it's quite a fine double knit. It is 80% acrylic and 20% wool in a 50-gram ball. So I got 2 of all the colours that they had there available because I thought I really want to try this out. It really looks nice. I like the effect that it has. And I looked the other day to see if I could buy more of this to be able to make something of decent size to find that it's discontinued. So if you wait long enough, everything that you like will be discontinued. Now, also, I have a problem because I wouldn't put all of these colours in the one project. There is a definite cool colour, warm colour thing going on here. On this side, I feel cool colours, and on this side, I feel warm. So I'm going to have to come up with something to get around this issue. Now, I know it will mean using solid colours from my stash to go with them. But are they going to be enough to make anything worthwhile? 2, 4, 6, 8. So it's only 4 100s with some solid colours. Let me grab some. All right, what I've got here is gold, kind of goes with those. Pale rose, kind of goes with those. Nothing to go with the coral colour. Parchment or mocha kind of goes with those 2 little beigey fawny coloured ones, so I could get away with using that. Let's try the other colours. This is what I've come up with for the cool colours. Now that isn't exactly like that, but every other grey that I put with those looked blue, so that one is a warmer grey. It's a taupe in the paint box brand. Now denim goes quite okay with this, and sage goes really nicely with the green, but I don't have anything to match the light green. But guess what? I don't have any more denim or sage left. So if I took this option, I would still need to buy more yarn to complete a project. I have a conundrum. I really didn't want to break my yarn band. I've been going so well, even though it's only about the 5th or 6th of March. I'm going well for me. So tell me what you would do about this issue. I'm sure all of you have experienced it at some stage or another. And it's so pretty, the batik yarn, that it's not one that I want to move on so that, you know, it eradicates any issues. I'd rather deal with the issue, work it out, and make some lovely projects with it, because that's why I bought it in the beginning. I love the way we share information here with each other, because you ladies teach me as much as I teach you, and I think that's such a wonderful thing. I have had this Stylecraft yarn for quite some time, and Stylecraft only popped a name with it. They never said what the effect was, And I was always wondering. I've kept blue. I've gotten rid of a few of the colours recently. Thank you to the girls who bought that. And I've also kept brown and charcoal. Okay, so I wondered what the heck this was. I almost called it variegated, but I thought it's not variegated. I don't know what this effect is. So the other day somebody told me that it's called heathered yarn. Now I'd heard heathered just a little bit being thrown around, and I related heathered to this kind of look, which that's probably heathered too. It's got a kind of a grey and a lighter colour in it, and I really like the effect. So I decided to look up the definition of heathered. Heathered yarn is when they spin 2 or more different coloured threads together to make the one yarn. Okay, so this one is done in kind of a grey whitey colour with the blue. This one's a lighter green and a darker green, but often heathered yarn is done with grey. So I then looked up the meaning of variegated, because I knew this wasn't variegated. And variegated yarn happens after the event, after the actual yarn is spun and made into a strand. Then that strand of yarn is dyed from start to finish in a few different ways. Variegated yarn can be abrupt, like this yarn, which can be self-striping, where the colours start and finish abruptly. Whereas hand-dyed variegated yarn can have all sorts of things. It can be a gentle fade from a very pale blue to a darker one, and it can also have abrupt striping of other colours, not to mention the speckles that are thrown in as well. So that's a variegated. Heathered is done within the spinning process. Variegated is created after the spinning process. That's the way to remember that. I was really pleased to learn, and thank you. I wish I knew the name of the lady who told me. I wish I knew all of your names, in fact. I'd really enjoy that. How would we ever do it? But anyway, I thank you for teaching me things. That's great. I do pride myself on responding to every comment that people make, except there's the odd one that slips through, and you remember seeing it and you think, I'll get back when I've got the time, and then it's slipped away and gone. So one lady asked me about my square size in this Battenburg blanket. Now this is little Banksy's blanket, my little granddaughter. It is 12 squares by 13, so 156 in total, half of which are cream, you can see, and half of which are coloured. I made this in my hand-dyed yarn, so it's a double knit, but the hand-dyed version of double knit is thicker than the acrylic, so it's really quite heavy. My squares are 3 round solid squares, and they measure 7.5 centimetres each side. So I hope that the lady wanting to know this information will find it, and I hope this has been helpful to you. So good for scraps of yarn too, this project. And I just made my own little border up with my 2 favourite things, eyelets and picots. How's that for a sweet little picot? Little extended half flower looking things. But I love it. This is a beautiful, beautiful blanket. It feels oh so very nice. I'm so looking forward to autumn arriving, you guys. It's still hot here. We're still up to 30 degrees, still up to 21 and 22 in the night. You know, it could change anytime soon. Please. I'm still getting email requests for workbooks for my temperature blanket, and my Triangle Trails blanket, which is really exciting. It's really nice to see people excited about a project that you can offer them, especially with a workbook that goes alongside of the tutorials. I just need to tell you though, if you send me an email and I don't reply within a few days, send me a comment under one of the videos, because I always see those, because some of the emails have been going into my spam folder. In saying that though, now I know I am checking the spam folder as well. But if your email's been sitting there for a week and you're excited to get into something, you'd really like to get a response, wouldn't you? So message me in the comments and say I've sent you an email and I'll go looking for it. Okay? I do want to give a big thank you to the new members of our Gumleaf clan, and I especially encourage you to use our community tab. It is a place for us, for all of us. Literally, when I see you ladies talking to each other in the comments without me being involved, it's like watching my own little child grow. I actually get so happy and so proud about it. It's a really nice feeling. So keep it up, guys. Chat to each other, learn things, exchange information, share, put anything on that community tab you like. You can do your yarn hauls, you can do yarn for sale or yarn you want to gift, pop up your whips, pop up your finish objects, and pop up any problems or issues you might have that you need a little bit of help with, and one of us might be able to steer you in the right direction. I love having a community tab, and I love seeing you guys post on there too. Please don't worry, Esther, beautiful work with your rectangle blanket. Don't worry and feel behind. It's hard, I know. I don't go to work, but lots of you do go to work, and you try to keep up with your crochet and get a bit despondent when you're behind. Just remember though that there's no behind. The videos are there for always, and you will always be supported no matter what stage of it that you're at. Okay? Please remember that. I don't want you to feel down because I've moved on and you haven't been able to keep up. It's not a very nice feeling, is it? But just take a breath and say you are doing the best that you can do, and you'll get there. There'll be some time, say you're doing the rectangle blanket now and you'd like to do the blanket we're going to do next, I'll tell you in a tick. And then if I do a shawl next and you don't want to do it, there's the time where you catch up on me. I actually have an issue for myself. I'm sure some of you watch Anya on Ophelia Talks Crochet. Now she is always minimum 1 or 2 projects ahead of her subscribers. I would so love to get ahead of you, and the only reason is if I get ahead, I can then counteract any problems or issues that I come upon while I'm making tutorials. Whereas at the moment, I'm doing everything in real time alongside of you, and I am making mistakes that need fixing. And I don't like that, because I would much prefer to offer you a more polished tutorial. But I just can't. I really need 8 arms, a second me, or somebody who wants to be an admin assistant who can edit videos, who wants to do it for free and for the love of it. How good would that be? I could then get ahead and do things how I really would like them to be done. Oh my goodness, you can't believe how busy one person can be in one room in a house, just little old me in Port Macquarie. I am flat out. You would have an idea, because you know how long everything takes. We'll add editing, add some videos I write down information first. Other videos just work. They just come off my brain. It just depends on how I'm feeling. But you've got those things to take into consideration. You've got all the answering of emails and comments, and the time I take to watch videos that I like. of people that I subscribe to. Oh my goodness, it's a 24/7 job. Oh my goodness. I have not even started this yet. This is the yarn bombing project that I need to get into, but I'm too focused on getting the rectangle blanket finished and thinking about the next one. Now, the next project, I had in mind that I was going to do with you all a beautiful shawl. Now, I can't wait to do this one with you. However, things have changed. Anne put up a picture of her granny blanket, so 9 granny squares in the centre and then granny stitches all around. Everyone loved it so much that I put up a poll that currently is saying 88% would like to make this blanket next and 12% wouldn't. In the comments of that poll, I also wrote, if you don't want to do this project next, what is it that you would like to do? I'd really like to know. Like, I don't want you to feel left out or anything like that. It's just the majority love it and would really like to make it. Maybe you don't like it and you might just make something else until we do our next project. So I'll pop a picture of Anne's blanket right here for you to see. As I said, 9 granny squares in the centre and granny stitches around the outside. I'm going to do tutorials for a different granny square for the centre. Some people don't want to do the traditional one, so I've got 2 in mind that have flower centres. So you can start to, use your little bit of flair. And I would actually add other things to the outer edge as well. But we'll talk about that when the time comes. That's what I'm going to do, because we can use the basis of Anne's blanket and create it to be more like our own, can't we? Just a little community announcement for the Aussies on here. Somebody told me the other day, did I know if you do a click and collect order at Spotlight, you actually get a $5 voucher when you pick it up. So you can get 1 voucher per day. Don't try doing it more than once in a day. So that's pretty generous. Imagine if you did that a few times. You get $20 to spend there and wait till it's on sale, and it's an even better bargain. So that's community announcement number 1. Number 2 is there's a yarn and wool festival on in Canberra this weekend. Canberra is Australia's capital city, but it doesn't often get a mention. Everyone focuses on Sydney. Anyway, Judy from Judy's Witch Piece Craft, I get it wrong every time, Judy, is going to Canberra to this festival, and I'm so looking forward to her video to show us what went on. It's over 3 days, I believe. She's got a 2-day pass. So I'm really keen to see that video when she gets back. I'm getting behind on other things too. I still haven't journaled the blankets. I'm actually getting swallowed up here, swamped with blankets in the background. Also, poor little Emmerich, my 2nd youngest grandchild, 3rd youngest anyway. This is part of his blanket, his special Nana blanket, and I still haven't finished it. I really want to get it done by winter time. He's in Townsville, so it's really hot at the moment. What I was going to say was I can't go any further on this one until I dye some yarn. So the pots and pans are knocking at the door, I tell you. When I do my first dyeing session for 2026, I already have a commission in waiting. I need to do yarn for Emmerich's blanket so I can finish that off, and I need to dye yarn that I'm going to use in our next project. So the shawl I was going to make for us girls, I'm actually pushing that back even further. I'm going to make something that's for men and women, and I want to use hand-dyed yarn in this because it's actually for one of my brothers. So in doing this project for him, we're doing it for ourselves as well. So I do have quite a bit of yarn to dye up, and it really needs to happen soon. So I better get on the hop. Also, you're not going to believe this. In the last few weeks, I've had so many people emailing me saying they want to work with me with sponsorship, affiliate type things. Now, I think most of them are scams myself, because I really don't think Mother Drinks and Red Bull is going to be sending me an email without their logo on it. And they virtually are saying the same things. So if you've had those sent out to you, let me know in the comments. Like, I think this is crazy. Anyway, another one that appeared to be real was a suede case writing set. I'm like, no, suede case writing set's not for me. Then it was a little machine that makes a crochet, a knitted I-cord. And I thought, no, I can't. Like, if I made it once, it would then just sit there. It's not something that is going to be incorporated into my life that I'll use again and again, and that the company would get any exposure from. I also turned down a yarn winder because I didn't want the pressure of having to wind yarn unnecessarily. Again, I would just have done it once for their video and it would just sit there and they wouldn't be getting value for money. So I do have two that are coming up very soon. One of them wants very specific videos, so I'm going to have to enlist Mr. Gumnuts to help me with that one. So I don't know, have I taken on too much? Not sure. I thought I would do those two because they're both reputable brands and they're both things that you might be interested in, and that's the only reason. Is it needs to be something that aligns with me and my lifestyle, and I think that might align with some of you and your lifestyles. Okay, they're the only affiliate sponsor things I'll do. I can't go back to doing the affiliate sponsorship with the yarn from We Crochet because I simply cannot manage the third-party platform that we need to go through to do it all. If I had a personal assistant, especially a young one, I'd be able to manage that quite easily. So does anyone want a job? Oh my goodness. This has just escalated and created a whole monster. But all you can do is laugh, really, isn't it? So I better go and get into my day while I still have some functional time left in my body. I send out lots of love to you all. I love being here with you all, and I really hope that you do too. Happy crocheting, everyone. Take lots of care of yourself and each other. And I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.